We're back, bringing you an inspiring and relevant word based upon the Torah portion of the week. This week's Parsha is Parshat Bo, where God tells Moses, go to Paro. After the first 7 plagues, and that was in last week's Parsha, we're ready for the next 3. And so in this week's Parsha, we have the 3 plagues of the locusts, the darkness, and the killing of the firstborn. Interesting thing, the language that is used when God tells Moses about the plague of darkness. He says, spread out your hand on the heavens and bring out darkness. It's an interesting use of the language of spread out your hands. Spread the darkness. Why do you spread darkness? Why doesn't he just say, lift your hands to the heavens and bring the darkness? The spreading is an interesting language. It implies that Moses is like above the darkness and he's like spreading it like peanut butter, right? A physical darkness. The Midrash asks, where does this darkness come from? It comes from a very high place. Yeah, came from heaven. Darkness? You think darkness is just the absence of light, but this darkness was a darkness that you could feel. Now, this is where it's mind-blowing. You see, what's this element of darkness? See, through all of the plagues, the 10 plagues, for the Egyptians there was darkness, but for the Jewish people there was an element of light. There was an insight that they gained. Those are the insights of the 10 statements in creation. That's right. We have in tradition that God created the world in 10 utterances, right? Like, and God said, let there be light. And God said, let there be a firmament, and etc., etc. And those 10 utterances, you see, which each of the plagues of darkness, which each are each of the plagues, right? So there was a revelation to the Jewish people. And this is more specifically, the plague of darkness was the revelation to the Jewish people. And God said, let there be light. An insight, unbelievable insight. What comes out is very interesting, is the Baal Shem Tov explains that there is no real Gehenna like what we might think. God just brings the coarse souls into the Garden of Eden and they can't stand it. It's like going to a party you just want to leave and get out of. It's like being tied down and made to listen to opera. Or better yet, being lactose intolerant in a cheesecake world. So, yes, right? So in other words, they're exposed to such an unbelievable degree of light. For them, it's darkness. And that's what happened in the plague. And that's the hint that God is telling Moses. He said, Moses, spread out the darkness, right? Meaning, you elevate yourself, you become the teacher, the enlightened person, the person who is totally basking in the light. And with that element, that automatically becomes darkness to those other elements around you. So the idea here is called the quantum thought. You have to be your potential in terms of your relationship with God, in terms of your accessing the light. You have to say to yourself, I am already so connected to God. You have to tell yourself, it feels great to be giving God nachas all the time. And with that, you bring down the element of light for not only yourself, but all those other holy brothers around you. And for those that don't catch up, well, they can sit in the dark. Good job.